9 funnels, or actually 10 funnels that we've already developed. They're already in our 2.0 system. We just need to migrate them and update them into our 4.7 system, and they're good to go. So I'm very excited about these funnels, and especially the first 2. Okay, so what I want to do, guys, is just a little bit more time. I want to go through these funnels rather quickly, talk about them, and then we'll go ahead and open it up and hear from some of you, some of your recent experiences, what's going on, and any questions you might have. Okay, so guys, this is this is kind of my baby, so to speak, the survey. This is something that has been an integral part of what we've utilized since day one with back in 2014. As a matter of fact, the whole idea of the survey dates back to 2001, when my wife and I were gold executive directors with Prepaid Legal. A company came by and said, "Hey, would your team be interested in doing these surveys, door to door, doing these surveys, earning some extra money?" And I said, "Well, that sounds interesting. Yeah, if you put Prepaid Legal, which is now Legal Shield, on the survey, and we get those leads for free, I think our team would like to do that." So they did that. They agreed to that. So we went out, and in 5 months, we became their #1 producer of surveyed leads. With our team, we built $1 million business in 5 months doing that. And so that's the survey is really a powerful engine, guys. It's a powerful lead conversion tool as well. There's a saying, people love to buy, they hate to be sold. And the surveys is a great way for people can look at a situation, make the obvious choice, and opt in, right? So they raise their hand. So with our surveys, it allows people to go through, look at our offering, answer it honestly, and when they raise their hand, they tell us how interested they are. Now it's kind of more rude on our part if we don't follow up with them than if we did, right? And we found, guys, these surveys they're very effective. Now, anyway, so we had this in our 2.0 system. It's called our money saving survey. And so I'm going to give you a little bit of a flavor of this and how this core survey fits in with a few others. And so, guys, this isn't a long time away. I mean, I hope to have these 2 ready to launch on September 13th or really close to that. Okay, and I'm really, really super excited about that because it's a great way. Okay, our sticker program is a great way to advertise on a scalable basis, simple, duplicatable. It's great. Checked out box. Okay, but the reason why network marketing can be so effective is the warm market, right? Everybody knows a few people, and so how do they tap their warm market yet stay inside their comfort zone? So I want to talk about that. So the idea with the money saving survey is there's a lot of ways that you can promote it. You can promote the money saving survey on social media. And who doesn't want to save money right now, right? So they can go through, we'll talk about some of the things on the survey. And guys, this funnel is already done. Okay, we just need to connect it to our new system. And it's probably the most complex, but it's already done. We just need to change a few things and just modify a few things. But it's so powerful when it comes to warm market. Eric Worre, when he teaches network marketing, he talks about the front door approach, to go right at someone, the side door, who do you know approach, or the back door approach. The back door approach is kind of rejection free. And that's what the survey is, kind of the backdoor approach, right? You could share a money saving survey with people without putting a relationship at risk, right? You can say, "Hey, man, I took this money saving survey, I saved some money. I took it. I got a free gift for taking the survey. You ought to check it out." Okay. So when they go through there, I'll explain that here in a second. But when they go through, well, what can they save money on? Things like groceries, gasoline, home and auto insurance, save money on shopping, et cetera, et cetera. So at any rate, so the video kind of explains that. We might do I'm sure we'll probably do an updated video, but it really talks about the survey itself. Now, one of the reasons why I really want to get that one done soon, guys, is it's essential for the what we call our prosperity postcard program. And I love it. I love it, guys. It's a way that we can tap our number one resource, and that is all of our warm market without making anyone feel uncomfortable. That's huge, guys. Right now, we're spending all this money on paid advertising. We're advertising on back windows, which is all great, but we're missing a gold mine, in my opinion, and that's warm market. And also, warm market has the highest conversion of everything, right? So we don't want to ignore warm market, and there'll be a lot of ways that we'll be teaching and training for people that want to do that. But what I love about the Prosperity Postcard program, guys, is it's simple, it's extremely duplicatable. And so let me talk about that. So the Prosperity Postcard program, we call it that, but actually we found a vendor that can actually produce a beautiful, like 4-panel card, just beautiful card that doesn't have the name of a company on the outside. It's very personal from you to a friend. Okay, it's handwritten. It's got a literal stamp put on there. So somebody comes in, and the idea is we want them to give it somewhere 40 to 50 names, and then that's one of the things that they do. Okay, so guys, this is one of those what we call lock-in strategies that I just love. Right when Jim Rohn was working and training, in the industry, he was talking about Charlie. He signed up Charlie, and Charlie told him how he's going to tear it up and do so well in the business. And he says, I thought Charlie would last at least a week, right? That's what happens. Like Brian Tracy calls it the law of diminishing intent. So what I love about this strategy, along with the sticker program, is it's a lock-in strategy that people can't really mess it up, in my opinion, or we're really close to where they can't mess it up. Okay, so if somebody comes in and they get a membership, if they stay 90 days, especially, they're locked in and they can't mess it up, because we're going to keep producing leads for them over and over again until we convert those leads and get them into profit. Okay, so even just getting a membership is a lock-in strategy. Getting an ad pack where they have assurance of a certain size team, that's a lock-in strategy. Putting a sticker on your back window. When we've done that in the past, we've had hundreds of people with these stickers out there. The stickers on the car, that's a lock-in strategy. I shared some examples recently. I did the back window advertising back in 2008 when after the real estate crash. I needed to do some advertising and didn't have the resources for the big billboard, so I talked about 20, 30 people to put an advertisement on the back of their window and share the revenue with them. Okay. But I eventually shut down that program, and this lady, Joan, had this sticker on her back window for 5 years after the program was shut down. And I bumped into her and I said, Joan, let me help you take that advertisement off your back window, because it's not doing anybody any good. And I feel bad that it's still on there. Here, let me help you. Because that's a winning strategy. When people have to physically go take this advertisement off their back window to stop producing leads for themselves and stop growing your business, that's an incredible strategy. Or see, anytime people, like a dead man switch, right? It was so when somebody has to do something to stop generating leads, that's powerful. And that's what our sticker program is. Well, this is the same thing. So let's say, a lot of our companies, they talk about doing a getting started strategy with somebody, especially if you know them personal. So somebody comes on, whether we brought them or you brought them, you're building a relationship, or maybe you have a relationship. You're sitting down and you say, okay, let's do some fundamental things to lock you in to success, to where if life ever gets in the way, that we're still building your business. So this is one of the things we want them to do, is sit down and make a list of 40. 40 is good because it fits $1. It's like $1 a card. It's incredible. It's a beautiful card, stamping, everything included, handwritten for $1. It's incredible. So 40 is like the $40 credit. So in the past we went with 50, but we're probably going to have 40. If somebody sits down and they write down a list of people that they feel comfortable sharing a money saving survey, then have them do that, right? If they don't have their address, have them text them or send a message in Facebook. Just say, hey, Bob, what's your mailing address? Most people only ask you what it's for. They're like, kind of like a surprise. Oh, wow. Bob's going to send me something. That's pretty cool. Or, so-and-so is going to send me something. So if you don't have their address, just reach out and get a list of 40. See, when people when they go try to recruit their friends and their family and they get rejected, they get blown out of the business. So you don't want them to do anything risky, okay, until they've locked in on a membership, locked in on an ad pack, locked in with a sticker on their car, and locked in with this strategy. So guys, that's a big reason why we like this. It's one of our 4 fundamental lock-in strategies, where, think about it, if everybody does these 4 things, duplication is just going to happen, right? But anyway, so let me go over the psychology of this. So with the postcards, so somebody writes a list of their 40, has a little message. We send it out to their friends. Anyway, send it out to their friends. We don't expect them to call their friends. We just send a postcard from them to their friend. Okay, they're going to open it because they know who you are. Okay, and so there's no sales pressure. We invite them to take the survey. They get a gift for taking the survey. And when they take the survey, we say, when they go through, one of the questions is, would you like to add 1 or more additional streams of income without getting a second job? And statistically, guys, or over 90% say yes. So what that means is if you had 40 people take the survey, 36 of them would say, yeah, I'm interested. Tell me about the business, which is phenomenal, guys. But the kicker is you don't explain it to them, right? Because when they fill out our survey and they give those answers, they're giving those answers to our system, to our call center. And so they're invited to connect with their call center, and we sign that person up for you. And then you could talk to your friend after they're already signed up, right? So it's huge. So we're leveraging the power of third party and warm market, right? So you don't want to first party sell your friends. That's how you end up in the no friends left club. But when you promote them to take a survey and they say, yes, tell me more about the information, and somebody else, they talk to one of our consultants and they sign them up for you, that doesn't put the relationship at risk. It's extremely powerful, guys. I call this the ultimate warm market sorting machine, this survey, and in particular the postcards. So so that triangle, you don't explain it to them. Now, here's the thing is, if they're one of the 10% that don't say yes to making money, see, we don't try to change their answers on the survey. Their answers are what their answers are. So, but there's a 90% chance that if your friend takes that survey, they're going to say, yeah, tell me about the business. And you won't get into the weird awkwardness of talking to your warm market, because we're going to handle that. To give you a real life example, my friend Teresa, a friend of our family's, she came to me years back and said, hey, Ken, I really need to make some extra money. Can you tell me, what do you have? At the time, I was directing her to the call center. I said, well, go call this number. She says, well, what's your website? I'm not going to explain it, Teresa. Just call the number. Well, she's asking these questions. She's like, I'll do anything. I felt like saying, well, except what I'm asking you to do. Anyway, so I was not going to give in. I'm like, well, if you want to know about this, call the number. Because see, I don't want to be the one delivering the message. So she said, okay. So she called the number, talked to one of our liaisons, talked to one of our consultants. The next day I got a text from Mark that said, oh, by the way, your friend Teresa just signed up. She's really excited. So guys, I walk the talk here. I don't try to sell my contacts. I let the call center sell them. So with this survey, guys, that's so powerful. It's one of the strategies that we really wanted to put in right away, but obviously the sticker program has a few moving parts. And so, and those other pieces that we talked about, we want to get them locked down too. But we're committed to get this funnel in place. So I thought I'd share a little bit with you. Also, what else this does, guys, here's some examples of the type of questions on the survey. So there's questions that promote Savings Highway? Would you be interested in save money on your on travel, on airfare? Would you be interested in save money on your car insurance? Would you be interested in save money on nutritionals? Buy nutritionals at wholesale right? Well, that's at Live Good, right? So when people take our survey, they're saying, I'm interested in Savings Highway. I'm interested in Live Good. I'm interested in Reach. I'm interested in Got Backup. By the time they take the survey, they're so sold on our product offerings, and they're 90% chance they want the business. It dissolves all reluctancy for them want to be involved in our multiple streams of income. Because a lot of these questions, they're going to say, yeah, I'd love to be able to buy nutritionals at wholesale price. Yeah, I'd love to lower my bills. Yeah, I know I'm a business owner. I'd like to lower my bills as a business. I have employees. I'm interested in group benefits. I love personal development. I'm interested in the mastermind. See, all of these except for Live Good is Savings Highway. All of those right there. I've had Legal Shield question on our survey for years. It plays really well, especially for traffic defense and 24/7 legal protection. You have an attorney available 24/7. There's some questions with the Legal Shield and the identity theft that when people read those questions, they want it. Okay, so most of these questions here are part of our 6 companies right there. Okay, Got Backup, credit repair is part of Savings Highway. Plus we'll have other paid options that we want to incorporate as well. Personal or business funding, we've had that in the past. We'll be bringing that back. People want to get funding. They're very interested. And when they get funding, then we share that revenue with all of our affiliates. So that's more cash on there. I was talking with John earlier today, the question on the car bonus. Would you like to promote our survey and earn free nutritionals? Yes. Would you like to promote our survey and earn a free car payment of $300 to $800 a month? Yeah. Do I have to sell anything? No. I have to recruit anybody? No. What do I have to do? Just promote the survey. Oh, yeah. I'm interested in doing that. Would you be interested in earning a free vacation? So see that our 6 companies, there'll be questions that will draw people to Savings Highway, Reach, Live Good, Got Backup, Legal Shield, and Lavelle. So this survey, guys, it's going to be a very, very powerful recruiting tool. That saying, people love to buy, but they hate to be sold. We just incentivize them to take a survey, and then they raise their hand and they tell us what they're interested in, and we just help them get more information about what they're interested in. Okay, so that's the 2 main funnels that we want to get off the ground, this reestablished as soon as possible. I'm going to share with you the other ones much quicker because I wanted you to understand the survey and the postcard program and how powerful that they can be. But then because once the survey is in place, guys, this is really powerful. We call it, so we have a funnel. It's called Driving for Prosperity. How you can go and recruit Uber and Lyft drivers, anyone driving as passengers, and offer them a way where they can earn additional revenue just by handing out a card that promotes our survey. What's in it for them? Well, number one, when they hand out gifts to their passengers, people like receiving gifts, so your tips go up, your rating goes up. So if that's all they get, it would be worth it. But in addition, somebody goes through and gets personal or business funding, we might send them a check for $400 or $500 because that lead turned into some revenue for us. We shared that revenue. So just the commissions off the survey can make a big difference for someone driving rideshare. And all they have to do is take 15 seconds at the end of every ride. We'll have these in the pro shop again, where you can just hand out gifts. You can hand out these cards, but especially the Uber drivers, right? They average about 20 passengers a day. So they're handing out 20 gift cards every single day saying, thank you for being my passenger. I'd like to offer you a reward for being my passenger. And they hand them a card. Okay. So the funnel for Driving for Prosperity is the funnel we use to recruit the drivers. But then, of course, we use a different funnel for their passengers. So when the passengers come in, we say, oh, by the way, we'd like to thank you I'd like to thank you for being my passenger here. Here's a gift. So I want to explain how that works because the other funnel works exactly the same way. Okay. So with the passengers, when they hand out the card, they can put in their email address and claim their gift, no strings attached. Not doing our survey. It's a reward for something they've already done, and that is, they were the passenger. So we want them, the driver, to be able to give them something without them having to do anything else other than to claim it. They do need to put their email in to claim it because the gift is going to be emailed to them. But then here's the fun part, guys. Then we say, oh, by the way, if you take our small survey, you'll get a second free gift, maybe a weekend vacation, including airfare. Oh, wow. I'll get that if I just take that short survey. Okay. So they're going through and we say, oh, by the way, if you take our full survey, you can get 3 free gifts. Oh, wow. Well, I'm already doing it. I might as well do it. Okay. So it's a nice incentive. They can go through and do the whole survey, and that the more surveys that the driver is able to get done by handing out the gifts, then the more commissions he can earn because of other things that people buy off the survey. Plus, if he's an affiliate, then he's going to be building his team. Now, if he wants to double dip, he can have a sticker on his back window and do this as well and turn his car literally into an ATM. By the way, the other reason I like this strategy, guys, is say if somebody was broke today and they needed to do something to make some money, but didn't want something that was dead end. Well, they could go become a driver and make some now money to put some food on the table and hand out 20 cards a day. The vision, guys, is that a driver, after doing that for 6 months or so, could retire from driving with residual income just by handing out 20 cards a day. That's the vision. Okay. But the nice thing about driving is that there's some good now money. Now, a lot of drivers, they're going to be highly receptive because they're cash flowing, but they're not covering the wear and tear on their vehicle. This solves that, gives them additional now money plus some wow money by building their multiple streams of income. So this survey here is predicated on having this save money survey first. Okay, so this is an add-on. Now, when you think about it, on the next one, this is one of my favorite and Don's favorite, is it's called the gift survey. So you can literally go around all day, hand out gifts. Anyone you bump into, nice waiter, waitress, whatever. Hey, thank you so much. I want to thank you for your kindness. Here's a gift. And, for $200 restaurant or vacation or something. Literally, guys, you could just give out gifts everywhere you go. A business, okay, just like passenger rewards can thank their passengers, a business can have signs in their establishment or however they want to communicate it to their customers and say, oh, by the way, thank you for being my customer. Here's a gift. But also the same thing, they can go through and they can take the short survey to get a second gift, take the full survey to get 3 gifts. It's within everyone's comfort zone. How hard is it to say, thank you, here's a gift? Okay. So allows people to take advantage of the 3-foot roll. So it's all about exposure, guys. It's advertising where you don't have to sell, you don't have to recruit, you just get the message out. So this is powerful. I love this. This is the Prosperity Gift Program where we sell people on the idea of handing out these gifts. We're like, how would you like it? You give out gifts and you're giving out the gift of this is kind of cool. So you give out the gift itself, but then you're offering them the gift of savings because they can plug into Savings Highway and our other companies that save them money. We can plug them into education that has the tax benefits of a home-based business. So you give them that gift. Then if they're like, well, hey, I'll promote the survey because I'd like to get a free nutritional products. I'd like to earn a free car. I'll promote the survey to get some free stuff. Well, that's the next level of them being able to receive a gift. Well, then if they get involved with our whole program, wouldn't you consider it a gift that you opened them, you made available to them something that can change their life, that they can go from zero to hero just in a simple way They could just hand out gifts. They could thank their customers if they're a business person. I love this. Like Don Braden's really big on the law of reciprocity, just, sowing and reaping and just give, 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 and it comes back to you. And with the prosperity gift program, it does. Okay, guys, there's like just a few other I'm clipped through really fast. This one probably changed the name of it, but really it's what we're talking about, guys, with the car stickers and the signs and the t-shirts and the yard sign. We build a funnel that's still on our 2.0 system. We call it advertising for dollars, where it says all you got to do is just advertise. You get paid for wearing a shirt, for a sticker on your car, a sign on your car, so we just let people know, hey, here's something you can do. It doesn't take you really much extra time. You could add this to your routine and advertise, and you can build a life here without you having to do any selling or recruiting. So Steve's going to be coming out. That's a funnel that's really important to Steve, because it's going to really take the idea of taking full advantage of our pro shop and all those products and services that are in there. So people are going to get excited about handing out cards, wearing t-shirts. So I think that'll probably come along the same line as the save money and the prosperity postcards. It's not too complicated. I think that'll be nailed. A couple other fun ones, guys, especially once we get the survey going, and we're going to have more positions in the call center for people to earn commissions off the funding, off a lot of different products and services. So that's going to make it easier, and it's going to make it easier for our call center people to make more money. And as they do that, then we'll be able to relaunch what we call our job opportunity funnel. It's like, what the heck is a job opportunity funnel? Well, how would you like to not have to compromise between working a dead-end job and if you work a dead-end job, you're paying your bills, but you're stuck. If you left your job to go full-time with an opportunity, if it doesn't go fast enough, now you're broke, and you might have to go back to a job. But the whole idea here, guys, is with our call center, this whole machine, we want where people can plug in and they're earning enough now money with the commissions and the different means with our program, and especially if they're working in the call center, they're earning some now money, but they're earning some wow money. Like several of our members in the call center have earned a platinum package or more. Some have earned 2 or 3 platinum packages after 3 or 4 months. Imagine coming into the call center, working 3 or 4 months, earning a platinum package, leaving the call center, and then we go out and build you a team of thousands of people. And all you did is you come in and you're served in the call center for 3 or 4 months. That's going to happen, folks. But the nice thing about with the survey, and as we really tune this up, people are going to be able to earn a lot more now money, because you do need now money while we're building the wow money. So that'll be coming on board. This is a funnel in our 2.0 system. It's our solar funnel, our solar survey. That's great when people go through and they answer the questions. It tells us a lot about their situation, what their mindset is. And then also we have one called Solar Powered Wealth, where it really introduces to people the idea of making big money in solar. And so that Solar Powered Wealth is one. So guys, advertising is like fishing, right? As you're fishing, the fish might be biting on this one here, and then maybe it's not. So you try another lure or some other bait, right? So with our program, guys, in addition to everything that we laid out, all the things that we're doing to make our 3 existing funnels more productive, which is going to be huge. Not only are we doing that, we're going to add at least 2 funnels here in September. I'm shooting to, I believe we can get all 6, but we're not going to do it at the expense of the focus of really locking in, the communication and duplication and call center and so forth. Anyway, guys, Steve's not here today, and I thought, well, what could I share besides just talking about what we talked about last week? What could I possibly share that would be of interest to you guys? So I thought I'd give you guys a little bit more connection because we talked about momentum building between August 9th and Super Saturday. So I thought I'd bring out those variables and what we're looking at, what we need to get in place for that really to, to do what it's capable of. And I believe, all of those points, let me get back there. All of those points that we talked about there are going to get us there. To give you a historical example, when we were doing ringless voicemails in the past, we were doing ringless voicemail drops, 50,000 a day. And Don can tell you, and several people here on this Zoom that were with us then, we were signing up over 200 people, 250 people a week off those 50,000 a day voicemail drops. Guys, we're going to be doing 100,000 here right away. We're going to be up to that right away. We're going to be increasing our emails right away. So these are all the things that we're doing. I wanted to let you guys know, my confidence so high that by the 9th, or certainly between the 9th and September 23rd, it will be night and day. Without a question, it will be night and day. Because we know success is a numbers game, and we cannot email millions of people a day, sending out 100,000 messages a day, 100,000 text messages a day without a lot of conversions happening. So anyway, so I wanted to give you that piece, but then I thought, well, we just kind of casually talk about these other funnels, and I just thought, you could, people that were with us, they've seen these funnels. They know they're real. They know they're really effective. And so, I know some of our people know about them already, but I thought it'd be fun today, guys, to just go ahead and show you. We have real live funnels from our 2.0 system that are highly effective. And it's just something that you can do, right? When you're advertising out on social media, they may have seen Sparky. They may have seen Sparky sticker. Well, then you come along and you offer them, a gift to take a survey.